losing ground. So I can, I can sing, but them high notes, non-existent. To the point where, like, if I had to put something on tape where, like, I needed someone to accompany me, I would just pray to God, like, Lord, please just let my voice show up today because I'm spending $100+ for this session. Please just let it show up today. And when he would let it show up, I'm like, oh my gosh, God, can you just give me that for my auditions, for like all of my auditions? And he answered, and his answer was no. Another thing that I struggled with in LA was my singing voice. Not that I couldn't sing, but there's a specific register that was always affected. That is very, very important when you are a Black girl. You need your high belt. You need your high belt because people are going to look at you and expect that. Especially, even though I was focusing more on TV film in LA, if your agent sees that you have a theater background, they're still going to submit you for musicals sometimes. And guess what? You need that register. And it was never reliable in LA. Some mornings I would wake up and my voice would kind of sound like normal. And then within the hour, I didn't have it. It was just scratchy. It sounded hoarse. It sounded like I was sick, like I had a sore throat, when I didn't. I'm going to play you a clip of what I typically dealt with when I was in LA.
Whenever I'm with him, or something inside starts a burning, and I'm filled with desire. Could it be the devil in me, or is this the way love's supposed to be? It's like a heat wave burning in my heart. I can't keep from crying, set me apart.
That pains me to listen to. And that was the norm. That was the norm. And I would go into auditions sounding like that. Like that morning waking up and my voice sounding somewhat normal, and then within a couple hours me driving to, like, I remember one time I had an audition in Burbank. Woke up that morning, warmed up, sounded decent, took it easy until my audition. Didn't talk, had my air purifier on, steamed my voice. By the time I got to the audition, that's what it sounded like. And it's not that I couldn't sing. Like, I still had my legit, my mid-register. To make you feel my love, didn't even make a sound. You know, like, the voice was still there, but that high register, not warmed up. I don't know exactly what it was, but it wasn't until after a couple years, again with the hair, a couple years out there, that I'm like, I think this is environmental. It's an extremely dry climate. The fires really mess with the air, to the point where, like, I was looking up masks on Amazon because walking outside, you could feel it. And this is before masks were a thing, before mask was the norm, you know? So it was rough. I didn't have access to my instrument. I never felt comfortable going into an audition, and I bombed a lot of auditions because I didn't have access to that register. And I would even try to play it off in some auditions, and, like, I'm just gonna pick something that's, like, kind of low, that doesn't go above, like, a C5, or I'm just gonna sing Summertime from Porgy and Bess, but sing it down an octave and jazz it up a little bit, and they not gonna ask me for nothing else. Lies, because you a Black girl going out and auditioning for a musical, and they want to hear the high belt. That's my reality. That's my reality. So that's one thing, just being in a different environment. My voice is better, and my overall health is better, I would say. Just like in LA, I don't know if people have, and I know this probably happens with various cities, but if you look at the weather report, a lot of times it'll say unhealthy air conditions. It'll say that in the weather report a lot. And so I think my overall health is better because I'm not in that environment. I'm not in a crazy dry climate. I'm not in the smog and the with the fires and the smoke. Like I'm not around that. And some people don't have that issue. Like I've seen some of my friends sing, and they can still belt, or their voice is scratchy, but they can do runs and melismas, like, you know, us black folks are supposed to, and they can cover it up. I'm working on it, but I still ain't there yet. I need my voice. I need my whole range. Being in New York and just being able to sing and going on an audition and not worrying that my voice won't be there and feeling like I can represent myself well. That in itself is just a level of comfort and peace and happiness and fulfillment that I never had in LA. And keep in mind, this is my personal experience. Me being more of a city girl, preferring the culture of the Midwest, the culture of the East Coast, me having hair, being able to be around family more, and me being able to sing. So all those things motivated me to leave LA and move to the city. See y'all next time, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.